So many people complained about Natan's changes. Some claimed that this is a nerf and an unnecessary update. In fact, this hero still has a really low win rate according to the official statistics, but also a really low popularity. The changes are an attempt made by the devs that hopefully a new playstyle will make Natan shine again. However, as indicated by his usage rate, not many people even bothered to try out the new Natan. Also, most Natan users are still using the old critical build on him, which is completely outdated, hence the low win rate for the hero. If you build the hero right, you will see how strong he can be. As I said, the low win rate shown in the statistics is mostly due to the wrong build and playstyle, which I have observed whenever a teammate or an enemy uses him. In this video, I will share with you how to play Natan the most efficient way possible, and I will prove to you that Natan is one hidden gem in the current meta.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
For every end, there is a start.
At the start of the game, I normally prioritize Elegant Gem, as this item gives lots of early game advantage for me against my counterpart, where I wouldn't have to keep going back to my base to heal, but can easily regain lots of HP and mana upon leveling up. This is a luxury you can have, only if you are a magic damage side laner.
Against the dying of the light.
In case you didn't notice, their team's roamer is Cyclops, but it doesn't make a big difference although he isn't a tank, as both Karina and Martis are going to build tank to be their front lines.
First blood! I want to solo. Support teammates!
By giving meaning to time, we give meaning to life. We are meant for more.
Here, I managed to lower both Cyclops and Moskov's HP by a lot, but I overstayed my welcome and was too greedy for the kill.
Coming! Wait for me! Initiate retreat!
That was a well-deserved punishment for not paying attention to where Karina and Eve was, but after this death, I will be more careful. The turtle is up. Estes should have went to that lane, instead of babysitting me.
Our perception is our reality.
The enemy has slain the turtle.
My other ally's fate could have been different, if he wasn't just circling around here.
I don't pray for miracles.
An enemy has been slain!
It's the
Unfortunately, Karina got too fed due to the earlier turtle fight, so Estes couldn't do much although he went to help. And since Karina probably noticed I was really low in HP, it is safer for me to recall. By the way, one of the things that made Natan so strong when he was released is his ability to burst with his skills and still deal a lot of damage from his basic attacks with high attack speed. With Clock of Destiny and Lightning Truncheon, you will be able to burst down squishy enemies instantly if both the skills of your clone and yourself manage to hit the same target. And if it isn't enough, your basic attacks along with Feather of Heaven's passive will help you melt the tankier targets, and you can further enhance it with Golden Staff, Divine Glaive, or Glowing Wand.
Request backup!
Natan's skill now has a huge magic power scaling, making him benefit way more from magic power than physical attack. The old Natan was very strong because he gets a lot of CDR and has no mana issue due to the blue buff and was always played as the jungler. He used to have no problem jungling due to his passive offering high attack speed right from the start, but ever since that part was nerfed, players can only play him in the gold lane. However, the mana cost and cooldown becomes a problem. This is where the magic build comes to the picture. With this build, you have no mana issue due to the Lollipop combo, meaning better early game, At the same time, you get to deal lots of damage due to your skills, scaling, and lightning truncheon's passive. Also, you get lots of CDR compared to the physical build. So overall, the magic build is definitely a lot more better. Now that I have got my lightning truncheon, now my damage will skyrocket, and I can play a lot more aggressively.
Our perception is our reality.
Launch attack! You have slain an enemy! Initiate retreat! Double kill! Triple kill!
There is no past nor future.
Request backup!
For more.
The turtle is up again, and I have pushed my lane. I should be more active in team fights already.
Our perception is the new star.
Come here! Wait for me! Unstoppable! An ally has slain the turtle! Double kill!
Look at how much damage he deals when to skill 1, and 2 lightning truncheons passive hit Cyclops.
Godlike!
As I get more items, I will be able to one-shot the squishy targets even more faster. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Honestly, this is just what the old Natan does. I mean the Natan after a few weeks of being released.
What goes around comes around.
Let's get initiate retreat! Legendary!
Almost no reaction time. Ooh, going for Moskov made me in a very risky position. It seems like being killed is inevitable, as my ult is on cooldown. Anyway, since I am going down no matter what, might as well bring Eve down with me as well.
Destroy the turret! Legendary! Shut down! An enemy has been slain!
Although I got shut down in that fight, I think it is a fair trade, as my teammates who were bullied earlier is now able to regain some farm from the death of the 3 enemies. By the way, I have noticed that our Estes is pretty reliable, so instead of going for more lifesteal or defense, I decided to add another offensive item, Glowing Wand, particularly to melt the 2 tanky enemies after my nuts.
The new stars.
An ally has been slain!
At this point, my main goal is to ensure that the Lord is ours. I will try to position well and attack it far from their melee heroes. Probably, it seemed no pressure at all for us to win this fight, but things happened so fast, so let's rewatch it in slow motion. That fight was a little easier for us, mainly because I managed to scare Moskov away. I probably used Lightning Truncheon's passive when contesting for the Lord, which is why he was lucky enough to survive that. I did try to follow up with a flame shot, but he was too far away. However, after that fight, our team gets a little overconfident. Here, I can see that Karina is respawning soon and the rest are alive, ready to defend their base. It is safer for us to not force a fight, especially when the Lord is still away from their high ground.
Your team destroyed a turret!
Against the dying.
You destroyed a turret! Initiate retreat! Enemy double kill!
Things just got out of hand. I couldn't stay there, but I had to abandon our fighter. And because of that fight, the game is now more even and no longer in our favor. I had to be careful and position well, and if necessary, use my overextending teammates as baits to melt the enemies rushing towards us.
Our turret is under attack! Our turret has been destroyed!
The new star.
As I was trying to kill Moskov, our jungler took up all the punches and ults from 3 enemies like a madman. Honestly, I can do fine alone against Moskov. The others should have helped Fredrin instead.
Initiate retreat.
The loop starts.
Our turret is under attack. Ult is not ready.
The loop starts.
Killing spree. Initiate retreat.
Melting front lines like butter just feels like the magic DHS.
By
No
giving
need to kill them.
meaning to time,
Just forcing them to go
give
back to
meaning
heal
to
will
life.
do. Sometimes you use your ult to chase and place it in front and double-click it to quickly rush to the enemies. But in this case, placing it behind is better because I am not really confident with my teammates due to the earlier fight. If things go south, I can still teleport far away from them.
Ally has been shut down. Mega kill. You destroy the turret. Shut down.
Well,
Initiate
this time I
retreat.
am the one who got greedy and overconfident. Who am I to judge them, right?
Initiate retreat. Enemy double kill. Enemy triple. Initiate retreat. Enemy immediate.
Great, now Moskov has finally become a threat. Finally a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary.
Been destroyed. Request backup.
Ooh, he got Athena and survived even with my flame shot. But Athena is only good against burst damage. If he managed to survive my burst, he still can't survive my basic attacks if he is in range. Just like the previous team fight at the Lord, although I didn't manage to kill their marksman, just by making him low enough to force him to heal, that gives us a bit of advantage fighting the rest of the enemies, especially when they don't notice he has left. By the way, as I was saying, our Valentina overextended, thinking that we will follow up. Unfortunately, we really had to defend.
The loop starts.
Initiate retreat. Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Destroyed.
We are meant for more. The loop starts.
Like I said, even with Athena, you can't take too much damage from Natan. This is the proof that he is still able to dish out a lot of damage. You might think the rest of my teammates helped, so it isn't fair, but let's be real, Fredrin without the ult and Estes doesn't have much damage to begin with. The real build to reduce Natan's basic attack damage is Radiant Armor, but if I saw the enemy building it, I will just switch to building more damage for burst, as Radiant Armor doesn't counter burst damage. So you might think, might as well get Athena then, but what happened to Moskov is the result. In short, what I want to say is, there is no build for a squishy that can entirely counter Natan, because only a tank will have space for multiple magic defense items, but even then, you can still opt for Calamity Reaper.
Killing spree.
By giving meaning to time,
An enemy has been slain. Wiped out.
the loop starts.
Victory!
That's all for the Mage Natan. I hope you learned something new. Hopefully, you enjoyed this video, and if you did, consider leaving a like and subscribing. Thanks!